2004 Volvo V70R. You've been working out with Uncle Poolstar a lot lately, and you look really great, but you just seem a little, how do I put it, restless? V70R, the ADHD kid who was a genius in middle school, but instead of burning out in uni, became more neurotic. No, I don't need to sleep more. I've been given a gift. I have the mandate of heaven. Who am I to lay here and wait for life to happen to me? Chwa! Chwa! Despite its moderately pedestrian outer shell and thick with 3 C's rear end, this is not the same sleepy wagon that your AP US history teacher drove. This is a sleeper wagon that your mysteriously rich brother-in-law Victor pulled his gear out of after getting back from his Denali attempt. His team got turned around for weather, but he still lost 20 pounds and sunburned his skin down to the follicle. On a cold day, it's 296 horsepower, 295 foot-pounds of torque. But good luck feeling the full force of that with a curb rate of over 4,000 pounds with a driver. Victor might have dropped some weight at that mountain, but he left with all his rations wrapped around his waist. Not to mention the ridiculous, comically huge turn radius. The turn stops hold your wheels just as they begin to rub. But it still makes a U-turn across 3 lanes of traffic feel like you're helming the Ever Given, and the pilots are still arguing. But if you can get out of the torque-limited first gear and get it open in second,
oh god.
Some people say the Volvo 5-cylinder makes it sound like a baby Lambo, but with the right setup, I think it's more like the Lambo's younger brother who kept going to bass lessons even after his crush went for the drummer of the worship band. The V70R occupies a weird space, both in its own family and the local zeitgeist it was born out of. Yes, it's a comfortable luxury tour that started at $46,000 in 2004, $82,000 in today bucks. Yes, you can put 4 skiers and all their kit inside and still have room for the coolers and the stove. If you had the automatic version of this and never flicked that funny red advance button to firm up the 4C shocks, the only indicator you had something underneath you would be a few small R's scattered about, like a sticky note drunk you leaves for sober you. Oh, what the hell is a reduced guard? And why does this button look like it microwaves my passengers? Some guys will put a light tune on these to free up the top end. And there are drag and drop kits to get this to 400 brake horsepower. But the 2.5 liter 5-cylinder does some weird tricks with the bore a la Touring Cup 850, which basically amounts to a strong engine at stock, but cracked blocks if you get greedy. The real ones swap in the 2.4 liter T5 and call it a day. But really, why are you trying to make this faster than it already is? V70R owners are always trying to optimize everything. I've got 40 minutes for lunch, so I'm ordering my sandwich in advance, and I'll walk to the deli so I can get my steps, and listen to this podcast of meditation at 2 times speed, and while I'm eating, I can watch 4 simultaneous highlight reels of Olympic curling at, oh my god, Canada double touched! Look, this is a good car that came when people needed something trustworthy and safe, but capable. 2004 gave us the 9/11 Commission, the launch of Facebook, the last episode of Friends, Gmail. And this big boxy Volvo comes through and says, yes, I will pull 0 to 60 under 6 and carry you to football. I am built like a Stridswagen and I can tear up Laguna Seca. What more do you want from me? As it sits, it was already a perfect marriage of cutting edge tech, reliability, comfort, speed, and authenticity. There's an idea in literary theory that's beyond semiotics called actor network theory. Basically, it claims that objects are not just stories and symbols to digest, but agents within the lives they inhabit. Like Sapir, Whorf, and Skullface once said, language portends culture. Likewise, the objects we surround ourselves with tend to create the people we become. Owning a V70R is containing multitudes, and coming to terms with the fact that people, ideas, and objects can be contradictory things all at once, and letting that contradict and live inside you. This is this, and that is that. And when you live with this internal nuance, it pushes you towards certain thoughts, certain actions, certain lifestyles. A V70R owner probably climbs 512 outdoors in between answering emails from the 9 clients that have her on retainer. Yeah, she's working 12-hour days, but she's taking a 3-day weekend so she can drop the clutch on her wagon. Could she afford to bring it in? Absolutely. But this isn't about the experience of having a car. It's about having a relationship with something. Do you remember the first book you bought yourself and read start to finish? The first movie you saw twice in theaters? The first video game that made you cry? The feeling just after it's done, when it feels like someone has unpaused the entire world. That's the object owning you. I can't guarantee that this car is going to take you to a misty mountaintop somewhere just for the sake of the drive. But I can say, at least for me, it was good enough. I'll miss you, buddy. Good luck out there.